Hi, I'm Jamesia Webster reporting for Bath City Beat, and I'm here at the Community and Youth Garden in Mount Clemens, where local activists have received a mini grant and have put in time and effort to better the community.
We started the Community and Youth Garden programs this year as far as a grant program jointly with United Way. United Way had some local funding that they needed to put into the community, into Macomb County, and they were looking for some projects. So we put a proposal together after listening to some of our local community members, garden people talking about needing supplies and needing volunteers and needing items for their garden plants and so on. So we submitted a proposal to the United Way that was asking for mini grants that we could have youth and community gardens apply to for funding that would help them with tools and soil amendments, compost, watering cans, hoses, all the kinds of things they would need to help make their garden successful. And so this is the first year that we organized it, but there have been a lot of community and youth gardens going on in Macomb County.
Gardening programs offer the community and youth so many wonderful educational benefits. The opportunity to help feed people, help teach kids about new foods they may not have tried before, and encourage community health and wellness.
We worked with the city and a couple of different community organizations to determine where in the city we could put a community garden. The city owned these 2 lots. It was just vacant, blighted land. So we came out and working with the guys at the city, we were able to till it up the first year and just get something going. We've been playing, it's all organic garden, no chemicals or anything like that, even pest control. We've been doing all organic. So what I did was, this half of the garden, I treated with a couple of different, like compost tea type of products. So it's a way that you can help just strengthen the plants. If you add the living organisms to the soil, what it does is it allows the plant to make its own kind of natural protection, and the organisms break down the soil into plant food. You know, I'm a crop and soil science graduate from Michigan State, so it was a good way for me to kind of use my professional training to give back to the community and provide a place in a neighborhood where people who don't necessarily have a lot of land can have a place to garden and grow their own food.
Well, I think it's a good opportunity to expose people of all ages, really, to where food comes from. A lot of times people don't think about it, especially people in more urban areas, and it's also a first step to maybe introduce more nutritional options.
I had a small committee. We have a Macomb County Youth Garden Coordinator, Jean Persley, and she's been involved at Atwood schools here in Macomb County Elementary School for quite a while with developing their school gardens, so she's quite knowledgeable about the gardens. And then I also identified a local person, Cindy Pepperelli, who works with the New Baltimore Farmers Market and was very involved and interested in gardens and in the community food system. So we met a couple of times and shot email back and forth, and we had the grants, the gardens submit their grant proposals. It was just a 2-page, very short and sweet and very simple. We wanted to know what they were going to do with the food that they produced, who they were going to involve in the garden, who the kids were, who the community members might be. How are they involving kids? How are they involving the community? What were they doing with the produce? And what did they already have and what did they need? So those were kind of our factors. And we funded 15 projects with the dollars that United Way gave us. And some will use all of their $500 and some won't quite use all of it because they've got everything they need to make their garden successful.
The Community and Youth Garden is a great development for Macomb County. It not only teaches children but adults too about where their food comes from. For Bath City Beat, I'm Jamesia Webster.